Hey there, back again with another episode of Talking WWE. This time, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and a little bit of review on this week's Raw. So, this week's Raw aired on Monday, the 16th, and I was hoping that this one would be a step up from the week before because I didn't care for that Raw. I thought it was lame. I thought it was disappointing. That's my personal opinion. I know about 10 people didn't like it, but so what? My opinion, that's how I feel, and I'd be remiss if I wasn't honest about it. Here though, I definitely did enjoy this week's Raw. This episode of Raw. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it had a fair share of good matches. And I really do think that WWE has done a real good job building up the feud between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. And because of that, I'm really looking forward to seeing their match on Fastlane this Sunday. I'm really looking forward to it because it's something unique, it's something different, it's something fresh, it's face versus face, it's not face versus the Authority, and these are two wrestlers that I think could really cause some sparks in the ring, and it has the potential to be a really great match, and I'm really excited for it. And I'm definitely conflicted on who to root for, but Roman Reigns lately, I'd have to say has gone down for me a bit. I'd say Daniel Bryan's gone up over Roman Reigns for me at the moment. He just has shown that he's better at the mic. He's better with the different sets of moves. He's a better technical wrestler. And I think Roman Reigns needs a little bit more seasoning in order for him to be put at the top. It's not that I don't like Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns. But I now seeing more matches of Roman and seeing more matches of Daniel Bryan, I have to say that I think Roman Reigns needs a little bit more seasoning before he can be placed and as the top wrestling giant, so to speak, as the top guy, as the main eventer at WrestleMania. So, but I still wouldn't be opposed to seeing him beat Daniel Bryan because I think he could deliver a good match with Brock Lesnar too. Now, but after seeing Daniel Bryan do some stuff, and do a lot of, do running knee to the Big Show, I think maybe he could do the same to Brock Lesnar. Daniel Bryan is a competitor. He's a fierce competitor. He doesn't give up. He doesn't quit, and he definitely does know what to do in the ring. Is entertaining. He's got a lot of different move skill sets. So I'd be curious to see that match with Brock Lesnar as well. David versus Goliath. Um, so yeah, either way, I'm looking forward to whoever wins that match going up against Brock Lesnar. Now, Raw pretty much opened up. I'm not gonna go in with promos and whatever. I'm just gonna go off of their results that they listed on WWE's official website. U.S. champion Rusev. I think this is how the show opened anyway. It's Rusev confronted John Cena, but John Cena comes in and he's all like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass," pretty much. "I'm gonna whoop your butt," which is not the same as whoop your ass, really. And I have to admit, I've gone sour on John Cena, but I didn't mind this because he beat the shit out of Rusev, and that's a plus for me. Anytime, it's a plus for me. He showed it's like you're gonna see ruthless aggression from me that you've never seen before. It just grabs Rusev, and I think he did the attitude adjustment in front of the entrance to the ring, you know, on the steel, and slammed his Rusev's head into the signs. He turned the tables on Rusev. What Rusev did to John Cena on the Raw the week before, John Cena does to Rusev, and it's entertaining, and it's good, and it's a crowd pleaser. Because who doesn't want to see Rusev get his ass kicked? Then Dean Ambrose gets set up for a match against Luke Harper, and he even gets a contract made up for an Intercontinental title match with Bad News Barrett at Fastlane. And Dean Ambrose shows up later and comes up with a really clever way to get him to sign the contract, which I'll mention later. But anyway, he defeats Luke Harper. Decent match. I like Dean Ambrose. He pins Luke Harper with Dirty Deeds, gets him with the Dirty Deeds, and then pins him for the win. Good match. I enjoy Luke Harper, and not necessarily Luke Harper. I've warmed up to, but I really enjoy Dean Ambrose. The New Day then face off with Gold and Stardust. Dusty Rhodes had a confrontation and with his kids and was talking to them. It looked like everything would be okay, but I knew that wasn't going to be the case. So when Stardust turns on Goldust again and pretty much just screws him over, and then he ends up doing he basically he knocks out Goldust. Like Goldust has already lost the match, and then Stardust then goes in. He embraces with his brother, which you think is going to be okay, but then he strikes Goldust, planting him into the mat with the Crossroads. So with his old signature, the Crossroads. So interesting. So there's a feud going on between Goldust and Stardust. I'd actually be interested in seeing that match because there's actually some decent drama going on with that. So then we have Roman Reigns going up against Kane. Decent match. Daniel Bryan comes out before Roman Reigns and starts yes chants, trying to get in Roman Reigns' head. He even speaks on the mic while he's sitting with the commentary team, and he's saying stuff like, "I'm the better wrestler," blah 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 blah. You need to get. If Roman can't take it, there's going to be a lot of yes chants at Fastlane, and so, but Roman wins via count out on Kane because Roman just absolutely just destroys him with a spear, I think. With the spear on the outside of the ring, just destroys him. Kane with a spear on the outside of the ring, and Roman Reigns wins via countout. And Dan Bryan's like, I'm not going to be count out at Fastlane. And then Paige goes up against Summer Rae again, but she ended up having she had Paige. The Bellas took her ring attire, so she had to find something to wear. And she ended up taking one of the Rosebud's outfits, so she's dressed up like a fair candy fairy or something. She pulled it off though, and then beat Summer Rae for the win. So she got it with the PTO again. Then Dolph Ziggler goes up against Seth Rollins in a great match, and that was ruined because J&J Security came out from backstage after they were banned from ringside. They were kicked out. They were kicked out of the match. The ref said, "Okay, get out of here, disqualified, you're interfering, get out." And Dolph Ziggler has the match won. He's beaten Seth Rollins. He's got him, I think he got him with the zigzag. Yeah. He got him with the super cap. He kind of can't even fucking speak for some reason. He got him with this today. He got him for the super kick, and then he got him with the zigzag. He's got him dead to rights. He's gonna pin him, and Dolph Ziggler's gonna get the win. But then J&J Security, their bald fucking hobbit asses get in there and just cause distraction. Just beat up on Dolph Ziggler after they're already eliminated. So Dolph wins by count out. But after the Ziggler's getting beat up on, then Ryback and Rowan come in and clean house and help Ziggler get away from J&J Security and Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins runs away like a bitch again. Ric Flair then warns Triple H about the dangers of facing Sting, and Triple H isn't buying any of this crap. And Ric Flair is all like, "Well, I'm just telling you, man. He's already in your head. He's already in your head. He's got you. It's like, just don't show up, falling on your ass like you did the last time you wrestled. You're a part-timer now. You're not a full-time wrestler. When you're a full-time wrestler, you're the best. You're the game. But when you're not the best." It was just that kind of thing. And Triple H didn't appreciate that and shoved Ric Flair down. Triple H better lose to Sting. That's all I gotta say. If you're gonna bring back Sting, if you're gonna bring Sting to WWE, don't bury him for have him lose to Triple H. And I don't think he's going to. Sting's going to beat Triple H. I hope that's a good match too, because I'm looking forward to that. But I know it's going to be kind of hard because Sting is up there in age. But anyway, then you have Titus O'Neil, and like actually it's Darren Young has another partner. He's going up against the Ascension, and then Titus O'Neil comes back and like beats crap out of the Ascension and reteams the Primetime Players tag team that was with Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. I wasn't really familiar with that tag team anyway, so his return wasn't much. Didn't mean much to me. Wasn't much of a match either. Then Intercontinental, but it was nice to see the Ascension get their asses kicked, so I could say I enjoyed it. Intercontinental Champion Bad News Barrett then goes up against Damien Mizdow. He wins because Miz causes a distraction, and then Dean Ambrose comes out of nowhere and zip ties Dean Ambrose's arms to the ring post and forces him to sign the contract to make to set up a intercontinental title match between Dean Ambrose and Bad News Barrett at Fastlane. I'm looking forward to that match too and I have to admit that was really clever, and that's totally something Roddy Piper would have done. So Dean Ambrose is this generation's Roddy Piper, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Then WWE Tag Team Champion Jimmy Uso, Naomi, they end up defeating Tyson Kidd and Natalya because there's some distraction that happens, I think. Kidd doesn't want to get in the fight. Actually, it's just Tyson Kidd doesn't want to get hurt. He doesn't want to get in a fight, so he doesn't tag in. So he tags in Natalya, and Naomi ends up winning, beating Natalya. And then there's some drama that goes on, and I could care less about. Then you have the main event where the Big Show goes up against Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan it looks like he's getting his ass kicked by the Big Show. It's very one-sided, and I liked how Roman Reigns was repaying the favor. Daniel Bryan was doing the yes chants being a distraction in Roman Reigns' match. So Roman Reigns comes in before Daniel Bryan in this match, and then he starts throwing swag in the ring and signing autographs, sitting by ringside. And what happens is Daniel Bryan gets the Big Show in a sleeper hold, and he does it again. But then he just throws Big Show over the top rope with a triangle hold. But then Daniel Bryan got the better scenario because he caused the Big Show to accidentally spear Reigns, which really I don't think was accident. Big Show speared Reigns, takes Reigns out of the equation, but there it was relatively clear. Then Big Show got the running knee, but then it literally looked like he was gonna get the running knee actually, but then Reigns storms into the ring with the Superman punch, punches Big Show with a Superman punch, ending the bout in disqualification, and then handing Daniel Bryan the loss because Daniel Bryan loses because of disqualification. So this pisses off Daniel Bryan, and he and Roman Reigns get in a really well staged brawl that goes on for a while. They get held back. Daniel Bryan hits Roman Reigns with the chair. Roman Reigns spears Daniel Bryan. It goes back and forth. It was really fun to watch, and it was a really good setup for their match at Fastlane on Sunday. So, safe to say, I'm excited for that match because WWE did a really good job building up the hype for that match. Did a good job with the drama. Did a good job with this brawl. It was really fun to watch, and I'd be okay with in the future maybe seeing a no disqualification match between these two because I really liked what they are building up here. And Daniel Bryan, seeing a side of him that I haven't seen before is nice. Is a nice change of pace. He's being a little bit more edgy. He's been a little bit more violent, and getting a little bit of a mean streak, and that's nice to see, and that's good for his character. But anyway, I really don't know what to say about this week's Raw, except I enjoyed it. I would say it's one of the better ones I've seen. It was a huge improvement over last week, and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. See ya.